How's it going out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse.
And my name is Jacob.
And we are back for another comic book video. Now, we're going to do this one a little differently. When it comes to DC movies, there's a handful of good ones, but most of them are lackluster. And you don't really need to go see them. But their animated films and their cartoon series are actually pretty good.
Wait.
Yes. You know, you're absolutely right. If we're going to be doing a countdown about cartoons, we should obviously let the kid take over.
Okay, Daddy, get out.
You do realize that these are still my videos, right?
Oh, I love you.
Uh-huh. Why don't you just get on to number 10?
Number 10 was the CG cartoon that went on for one season.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Coming at number 10 is Green Lantern, the animated series. It ran for one season and premiered in 2012. They said that it ran for one season because of poor toy sales and then was canceled. The main crust of the series was the Red Lanterns trying to get to the Guardians planets to destroy them for the massacre of Galaxy Sector 666. The Red Lanterns were the last of their species and fueled through an unimaginable hatred because of the slaughter of their creatures, of their species. The Green Lantern series showed Hal Jordan, Kilowog, and a Red Lantern that they teamed up with Razor and the computer intelligence Aya, all trying to get back to the planet to warn them of the Red Lanterns. In the series, we would see the Green Lanterns, the Blue Lanterns, the Star Sapphires, the Orange Lanterns, and the Red Lanterns. Now, we did not see the Sinestro Corps, yet they did set up some things around it for them to premiere if there was going to be a season 2. But, unfortunately, only a season 1. Alright, so now number 9. Jacob.
Every now and again, the Man of Steel gets his own TV series. Here he is, coming at number 9.
Hey.
Hi.
Superman the Animated Series first premiered in 1996 and would air for 3 seasons. Superman was the first spin-off of Batman the Animated Series, the first of several. Superman the Animated Series was also nominated for 4 Daytime Emmy Awards. It premiered a lot of the who's who's of Superman's universe, such as Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and even Perry White. Most of the villains that premiered in the series were Superman main villains, most of the ones that were more widely well known. So let's go ahead and cover the next 3 at one time, numbers 8, 7, and 6. So Jacob, if I was going to ask you who's the best person to star in a cartoon TV series, what would you say?
Everybody knows that one, The Dark Knight.
Alright, The Dark Knight it is. Coming in at number 8, Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Batman, the Brave and the Bold would premiere in 2008 and would go on for 3 seasons. This was mainly a team-up show. There would be a short team-up in the very beginning, and then the episode would go into its main team-up. That was the theme for almost every episode. There was no overarching storyline. Most of the stories were contained in one episode. Batman would team up with everybody from the most well-known to some of the more obscure characters in the DC universe, and the villains would be the same, from most well-known to obscure. Coming in at number 7, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond first premiered in 1999 and went on for 3 seasons. It was nominated for 4 Daytime Emmy Awards and won 2 of them. It was also nominated for 5 Anime Awards and won 2 of those as well. Batman Beyond focuses on the future of Gotham City, where Bruce Wayne was too old to be Batman anymore, and it would fall onto the shoulders of Terry McGinnis, who accidentally discovered Bruce Wayne's secret of Batman. Terry McGinnis would fight the future villains of Gotham City. Some were that were created for the show, some were future versions of old enemies, such as Mr. Freeze and the Royal Flush Gang. Terry would also see a couple of future versions of the heroes, such as a future Green Lantern and a future Superman. In my opinion, I think that the show was ended too soon. It was a really great and powerful series. Coming in at number 6, The Batman. The Batman premiered in 2004 and went on for 5 seasons. The Batman was nominated for 2 Anime Awards, was nominated for 12 Daytime Emmy Awards, which it won 6 of them. It was also nominated for 3 Golden Reel Awards and won 1 of those as well. The Batman, which is one of my son's favorite Batmans, was credited with not following any of the continuity from the comic books, the films, or any of the animated series that came before it. The characters were borrowed from the Batman universe loosely, but they went into their own stories, their own depiction of the Batman, their own depiction of the police force, and their own depiction of the villains, and is said to be one of the best Batman series of all time. Just look at the awards and accolades that it had.
Coming in at 5 and 4. No! It's the psychics that take over. Accident! Okay.
Coming in at number 5, Teen Titans. Not to be confused with Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans premiered in 2003 and went on for 5 seasons. It was originally only slated for 4, but it was so popular that they greenlit it for a 5th season, and it also spawned a motion picture, which wrapped up the series. Teen Titans was an American cartoon show, but had many aspects of Japanese animation mixed into it, which just added to the show in subtle ways. The show revolved around 5 main characters: Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Raven. There would also be a number of teen sidekicks that would also guest star in the show, such as Kid Flash, Speedy, and Aqualad. Coming in at number 4, Young Justice. Young Justice premiered in 2010 and only premiered for 2 seasons. Reasons for why it was canceled, there's a number of debates in the air, but with it being on Netflix, there is a possibility of it coming back for a 3rd season and maybe more, which a lot of people are hotly anticipating if it does. Young Justice was, like the Teen Titans, a show that revolved around the sidekick and teenage superheroes. Members of the Justice League would appear in the show, but they were either there for training purposes or a storyline involving the Justice League, which would just be a background story to the main characters, which was the Teen Titans. When it first premiered, it had Robin, Aqualad, Kid Flash, Superboy Connor Kent, Miss Martian, and Artemis. Soon, others would join the show, and there was a lot of characters before the show ended at the end of season 2. Now, Jacob, I gotta tell you, sometimes one superhero just isn't enough.
What guy do you call it a tight team?
Yes, you do. Coming in at number 3 is the Super Friends. The Super Friends first premiered in 1973. It would go on for 9 seasons that spanned 13 years. Now, it was a Saturday morning cartoon show, which premiered alongside of many other things. It was produced by Warner Brothers, and it starred some famous voice actors such as Frank Welker, Casey Kasem, and Adam West. The show would go on to spawn a number of spin-offs, comic books, video games, and toys. The show finally ended its run in 1986, and that was at the same time that DC was restructuring their universe in the comic books. Justice League first premiered in 2001 and ran for 2 seasons. Then it would turn into Justice League Unlimited in 2004, which would run for 3 more seasons. Justice League comprised of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, John Stewart Green Lantern, the Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, and Flash Wally West. Those were who made up the Justice League, and they would have hour-long episodes where they had a whole host of different things that existed in the DC Universe over time. And also what brought us the Justice Lords. When it expanded to Justice League Unlimited, it started premiering a whole host of DC characters, usually premiering one of the main Justice League characters teaming up or sometimes having a conflict with some of the other Justice League members, like when Captain Marvel and Superman had a long, drawn-out fight, which caused possibly millions of dollars in property damage. Now, I've actually watched the entire series of what we have as number 1, so I'll go ahead and introduce this one.
Okay.
Number 1 is probably not only one of the best superhero cartoons of all time, it's one of the best cartoons that I've actually ever watched. People put this at a number 1 on their list. This one is critically acclaimed. It has got the best rendition of the superhero that stars in it. It's got the best villains and really great storyline. And it's The Dark Knight.
Yay!
So, let's go ahead and review what's, in my opinion, one of the best superhero cartoons of all time. Coming in at number 1 is Batman, the Animated Series. Batman, the Animated Series would premiere in 1992, go on for 4 seasons. In its 4-season run, it would be nominated for 7 Anime Awards, win a Primetime Emmy Award, and also be nominated for 12 Daytime Emmys, which would win 3 of those. Batman the Animated Series is the greatest superhero TV show of all time and is ranked as number 2 of greatest cartoon of all time, coming in right behind The Simpsons, which is number 1. Batman the Animated Series is what other shows strive to be when they want to make their own series on Batman, and this was the first show for the DC's expanding universe, which started with Batman the Animated Series and would end with Justice League. One of the best voice actors, which was the voice of the Joker, Mark Hamill, would even go on to be the voice of the Joker in many of the Batman video games. There was also 2 movies that came off as part of Batman, which was Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which was released in theaters in 1993, and the other movie was the Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero movie, which came out in 1998, but was a direct-to-video movie. Danny Elfman, who's also done music for a couple of the Batman movies and some of the early Spider-Man movies, which starred Tobey Maguire. Alright, I hope you had a lot of fun watching this video. We had a lot of fun making it. If you did like it, go ahead and give that like button a click. You can also leave a comment in the comment section, or you can leave a message on my Facebook telling me what you thought about this video, and I'll put the information for that in the credits. If you'd like to follow my Tumblr page, which I update rather sporadically, I'll put the information for that in the credits as well. Anything that you want to say, Jacob?
Peace out. Subscribe
Also,
me.
if you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom, down there at the bottom, it would also help us out, and then you'd know when our next video is being posted. So, until next time,
Peace out.
peace out. Where's your peace out? Yeah, funny.